Hey everybody, welcome back to Illiterate Book Club. I'm Matt, and John's not here right now because he's lazy. No, I'm just kidding. He couldn't be here. But anyways, this is just a quick little video I'm going to throw up just to show you kind of what a historical moment we're living in, and just kind of like any big moment in history, whether it's watching somebody play a sporting event or whatever the case is, when a big historical event happens, and I happen to love movies, I want to share it with everybody, and I just want you guys to actually take it and to see what a big and major event this actually is. So, Avengers Endgame came out. It's been destroying all kinds of records. Had the opening domestic box office that it beat by almost 100 million, like 99 point something million, which was set by Infinity War the year before. It made 357 million just domestically. But we're going to talk about global box office right now, because what we're really trying to see is if Avengers Endgame will pass Avatar, which I think it absolutely will. I just want to show you how I think within basically 4 weeks it will catch this number that hasn't been beaten over 10 years. This 2.787, so almost $2.8 billion of Avatar. So I'm going to show you kind of the breakdown. I'm going to give you a little simple figures, and we'll just kind of round up and show you that, because at Illiterate Book Club we don't like to read much, and we're not very good at math either, except for him, John. I mean, he's a physicist. So anyways, I can do like the simple math. But as you can see right here, Avengers Endgame, its first opening weekend globally made $1.2 billion, okay? Now, since then, it's been growing at almost 100 million a day globally. So right now, currently, it sits at $1.785 billion. And that is globally, of course, and that's just from Thursday's numbers. This is Friday. I'm recording this. It'll probably be posted up by Saturday. So we haven't got any of the weekend statistics in. This is just what's happened through the week up till Thursday. Okay, so we haven't even got to its second weekend yet. So we're going to base very conservatively that everything, it's just going to drop 65% every weekend. Okay, so you'll see how I do it. So right now, 1.2 billion. If it has a 65% drop weekend globally, then it will bring in another 480. Wow, that's awful late. That's terrible. Why did that happen to me? Forget, now I'm on camera, I can't even draw eights. $480 million it'll bring in on its second weekend. Okay? So again, we're just going to run through this really fast. Drops again another 65%. We have $147 million. And then in the fourth weekend, it drops again, and we have $51 million. Okay? Actually, 51.45 million. Okay? So if we were to add all that up, we come to the number of 2.4, if I can do the math, 45 billion. Okay? So $2.403 billion. Okay? So right there you see, just within its opening weekends, basically a month after it opened, that's when you're getting Detective Pikachu and John Wick 3. You might start seeing some competition. So you're looking at $51 million for it to be opening. Just if it was dropping 65%. I'm not entirely sure it will be dropping that much. But that being said, just on the opening weekends alone, you're looking at $2.4 billion, which is right about 400 million shy, just on the global weekend of Avatar. So now, if you were to say, okay, well, there's going to be 3 weeks, not counting the Friday, so you got 4 days times 3, that's 12, and you times that by, let's say, it's growing over 100 million a day, but let's just say that it grows from there another 25 million a day globally. That puts you at $300 million for its weekends. So right there, $300 million after just the 4 weeks. You have Avengers Endgame coming in at 2.703 million or billion. So 2.73 billion just in 4 weeks. As very, very conservative numbers that I'm posing. I honestly believe it will drop a lot lower, a lot less percent change, and I believe it'll make more than 25 million globally in those 12 days, considering it's growing over 100 million at this point. But right there, that just shows you that within 4 weeks, it will be a stone's throw away from Avatar. Now, within one more week of that, when you get to Aladdin the next week, that weekend's gonna be hit really hard. But even so, just within another 4 days of 25 million growing each day globally, then you're looking at it passing Avatar by a hefty number. Now the question becomes, I mean, it'll be at 1.8 billion or 2.8 billion. The question becomes, will it hit that 300 or $3 billion mark? I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see. But I just wanted you guys to understand, and guys and gals, because everybody loves Avengers, but I just wanted you guys to understand that this is a very historical moment. I mean, this isn't rocket science. This isn't, no prophetic thing, but it's just kind of a little bit of a snapshot and a breakdown of what is going on and why everybody is so stunned. Personally, actually, I like Avatar. I was one of the few that loves Avatar. But that being said, what some of the smug remarks that James Cameron has made, regarding the entire comic book industry, I just find it a little fitting and a little, I don't know, just a little karma, I guess, going on, that a comic book movie will be the one to surpass that incredible number. Nothing to take away from that number, but it's just amazing that Avengers Endgame will actually pass it. Now I'm excited for Ferngully's 2 in space, but that being said, I don't think it will get anywhere close to these numbers. I honestly don't think you're going to see anything past this probably for the next 5 years. Maybe when the next Avengers movie comes out, you'll see something passing this, but never by these fast margins of growing, 357 mil, basically 100 million more domestically over the last one. It's absolutely insane. So just soak it in. This is an awesome movement. This is a great time to be a nerd. It's a great time to be able to wear Avengers shirts and not be laughed out in public. And people just ask, hey, do you see that movie? So anyways, we're going to be back coming up again. We'll have the Game of Thrones next breakdown of the 4th episode. Our next commentary will be of John Wick 1 and 2 is going to come out. And we may do another little surprise one. We'll see how that comes out. And then, of course, we'll be doing the reviews of Detective Pikachu and John Wick 3 when those come. So stick around. Be sure to like and subscribe. And we appreciate you watching as always. And thank you. We'll see you then.